Imagine waking up tomorrow in the middle of a vast wilderness. No phone, no shelter, no fire, no weapons, just you and nature. A wolf could outrun you. A bear could crush you with a single swipe. An eagle could spot you from miles away. Even a chimpanzee, one of our closest relatives, is far stronger than the average human. Compared to almost every animal on Earth, we seem surprisingly weak. We don't have sharp claws, powerful jaws, thick fur, venom, or incredible speed. On paper, humans look like one of evolution's biggest failures. And yet somehow, this fragile species conquered every continent, survived ice ages, defeated predators, crossed oceans, and even walked on the moon. So how did the weakest creature become the most powerful one? The answer isn't hidden in our muscles. It's hidden in something far more extraordinary, something that changed the course of history forever. Take a moment and compare yourself to the animals around you. A tiger can sprint faster than you. A gorilla is several times stronger than the strongest human. An eagle can see prey from incredible distances, while a dog can detect scents that our noses would never notice. Even a house cat has sharper reflexes than we do. Humans don't have razor-sharp claws, powerful fangs, protective armor, or thick fur to survive freezing temperatures. Our skin is fragile, our senses are average, and without tools or clothing, we struggle to survive in many environments. Millions of years ago, these weaknesses should have made us easy targets for predators. So why didn't humans disappear like countless other species? The answer is that evolution wasn't trying to make us the strongest animal. Instead, it gave us a completely different advantage, one that no claw, fang, or muscle could ever replace. Nature is full of specialists. Cheetahs evolved incredible speed. Polar bears developed thick fur to survive the Arctic. Eagles gained extraordinary eyesight, and sharks became perfect hunters beneath the ocean's surface. Humans evolved in a very different way. Instead of investing all our energy into stronger muscles, sharper teeth, or faster legs, evolution slowly began improving something far more valuable, our brains. This wasn't an overnight transformation. It took millions of years. Generation after generation, our ancestors became slightly better at remembering, solving problems, and adapting to new challenges. Rather than relying on instinct alone, they could learn from experience. They could recognize patterns, predict danger, and prepare for tomorrow instead of simply reacting to today. That ability changed everything. For the first time in Earth's history, survival wasn't just about being the strongest. It became about making the smartest decisions. And that single evolutionary shift would eventually reshape the entire planet. Imagine facing a massive predator with nothing but your bare hands. The fight would be over in seconds. But our ancestors rarely fought that way. Instead of attacking with strength, they used strategy. They observed animal behavior, planned their movements, and worked together to create simple tools from stone and wood. A sharp spear could reach farther than claws, and a well-planned trap could defeat an animal far stronger than any human. They also discovered something even more powerful: fire. Fire kept predators away at night, provided warmth during freezing winters, and allowed food to be cooked, making it safer to eat and easier to digest. With more energy from cooked food, the human brain continued to develop over thousands of generations. Little by little, intelligence began replacing raw strength. Our ancestors weren't winning because they were stronger than nature. They were winning because they had learned how to outthink it. Intelligence alone wasn't enough to make humans successful. One person standing alone in the wilderness had little chance against a hungry lion or a pack of wolves. But a group of people working together became something entirely different. Humans evolved to cooperate on a level that almost no other animal could match. They shared food, protected one another, cared for the injured, and divided tasks. While some searched for water, others gathered plants, built shelters, or hunted as a team. Most importantly, they communicated. A single warning about danger could save an entire group. A new hunting technique could be taught instead of rediscovered. Every lesson learned by one person could become knowledge for everyone else. Over time, these small advantages added up. Humans didn't survive because each individual was powerful. They survived because they trusted one another, worked together, and achieved things that no single person could ever accomplish alone. Long before cities, farms, or written language existed, Two discoveries completely changed the future of humanity: tools and fire. A simple sharpened stone could cut through animal hides. A wooden spear could keep dangerous predators at a safer distance. Suddenly, humans no longer had to rely on their bare hands to survive. Then came fire. At first, our ancestors probably collected it from lightning strikes or wildfires. Eventually, they learned how to create and control it themselves. Fire brought light to the darkness, warmth during freezing nights, and protection from many predators that feared the flames. It also transformed the way humans ate. Cooking made food safer, easier to chew, and allowed the body to absorb more nutrients. These inventions didn't make humans physically stronger. They made us smarter, safer, and more adaptable. From that moment on, survival depended less on muscle and more on creativity, knowledge, and the ability to invent solutions that nature never gave us. Humans may not be the fastest animals on Earth, but we possess an ability that is surprisingly rare in the animal kingdom: exceptional endurance. A cheetah can reach incredible speeds, but only for a few seconds before it must stop and recover. Even powerful predators like lions rely on short bursts of energy to catch their prey. Our ancestors used a completely different strategy. Instead of chasing animals with speed, they followed them for hours. This hunting method, known as persistence hunting, depended on patience rather than power. Humans could keep walking and running under the hot sun, while many animals eventually became exhausted from overheating. Our bodies evolved to cool themselves efficiently through sweating, allowing us to stay active for far longer than most mammals. What looked like another weakness turned out to be an unexpected advantage. We didn't need to be the fastest. Sometimes, simply refusing to give up was enough to win the hunt and ensure the survival of our species. Most animals must learn almost everything on their own. A young lion has to practice hunting. A wolf learns by watching its pack. But when they die, much of that experience dies with them. Humans broke that cycle. Our ancestors developed language, allowing them to share ideas, tell stories, and teach skills with remarkable accuracy. A child no longer had to discover everything from scratch. They could learn from parents, grandparents, and the entire community. One person discovered a better way to make a spear. Another learned which plants were poisonous. Someone else found a safer route through the mountains. Instead of being forgotten, this knowledge was passed from one generation to the next. Over thousands of years, these lessons accumulated, creating an ever-growing foundation of wisdom. Humans didn't just evolve through biology. We evolved through knowledge. And that ability to preserve and build upon the discoveries of those who came before us became one of the greatest advantages any species has ever possessed. So, are humans really weak? If you judge us by claws, teeth, speed, or raw strength, the answer is yes. Almost every large predator would defeat us in a direct fight. But evolution was never a competition to create the strongest animal. It was a race to create the one that could adapt the best. Humans survived because we learned, imagined, invented, and worked together. We turned stones into tools, fire into protection, and knowledge into civilization. Every challenge became an opportunity to find a new solution. In the end, our greatest weapon was never our muscles. It was our minds. The cities we built, the oceans we crossed, and even the footsteps we left on the moon all began with one extraordinary ability: the power to think beyond the present. So the next time you wonder why humans seem weaker than other animals, remember this: strength may win a fight, but intelligence, cooperation, and adaptability change the world.